He's the owner of the martial arts school, Eastwind Martial Arts Academy, and been working together about 3 years, if not a little bit longer. And so, what initially had you starting working with us?
Initially, I had a lot of knee pain.
Okay.
I fell from a ladder at work, and probably 10 years ago at least,
Mhm.
and had a knee surgery on my. They shaved some of the meniscus down. Then because of that, I had another injury
Mm.
because it weakened the spot, so they shaved the rest of the meniscus down. And since then, I had burned through even the cartilage, so the lateral side of my right knee is bone to bone.
Okay.
So it was hurting all the time.
And so you had the meniscus tear, surgery to fix that, and then the eventually outside of the knee, bone on bone, no cartilage. And what were the doctors telling you with kind of what was going on?
The doctors told me physical therapy did not work.
Okay.
Cortisone shots, anti-inflammatories, and a knee replacement is what they said.
Yeah, I think you said, was it a year originally? They're like, within a year you should have a knee replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that was probably about, 8 years ago or better.
Okay, yeah.
So within a couple years after my last knee surgery, they said I needed a knee replacement.
And you've been putting it off for several years now.
Yeah, several.
And so you said it was hurting all the time. What did that look like for you?
I mean, it just ached all the time. It was a constant ache, miserable. I couldn't sleep. Lay on one side for an hour or so, it would ache and it'd wake me up. Flip to the other side, it would ache and wake me up. I couldn't squat, hurt to sit in a chair, hurt to stand up.
Okay,
Hurt to walk, like it just hurt all the time.
Yeah, and I think I remember you actually like limping a little bit when
Yeah.
you walked before. And so, been doing some work since then. And what's life like now? What are you doing? What's different?
Because of the posture stuff that you taught, I've been able to get most of my range of motion back, but to a point now where I can strength train again.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it doesn't get fixed overnight. You have to do your menus and you have to give it some time. But, at the point I was going to chiropractors because I was walking funny because of the limp.
Right.
I don't need chiropractors anymore. And now I can strength train with no pain. When I came in here, it was a few years ago, we tried to deadlift 135 pounds and that hurt.
Right. And that was your back, not your
That
knee.
was, because of everything was just so off.
Right.
Yeah, now I'm pulling a lot of weight, no pain.
And what's a lot of weight now?
I can do sets with reps at 350 for deadlifts, and I'm squatting almost 300 again.
So I'm squatting 300,
Yeah.
and you're doing it pretty much to a chair height? 300 pounds? Yeah. So, a little bit different than when you started?
Yeah, by far.
By far?
Yeah, not sleep all night.
That's awesome.
Every once in a while I get a twinge, and if I do, I know the menu that works for my body now, so I'm back good to go by the next day.
So this was something that you did have to put work into. You did have to do some exercise specific to fixing your body. And because of that, now you have tools that if you feel off, you can kind of basically fix yourself, put you back together. Awesome. So what would you tell somebody who's thinking about doing this approach or trying it out?
I think you need to try it. If you have a massive surgery like that, you will never be the same.
Yeah.
You can't. It's not natural anymore. You have metal in your leg. I know people with knee replacements, and they let it go so far that they had to do it, and they're still not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you lose a lot. You owe it to yourself to at least try this.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I've been through 2 knee surgeries. I've had several. You owe it to yourself to do everything you can not to do that. It has to be the last thing you decide.
Yeah.
But it takes a little while. I mean, this didn't happen overnight, and it didn't fix overnight.
Right.
But if you do your menu, it really does make you feel better.
And so if I heard you correctly, and one of the things that stood out there was not only did you have a lot of knee pain and ached all the time, but you already had 2 surgeries to fix the issue.
Yeah, and it got worse every time.
And got worse every time.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think it definitely, like you said, try it out, see what's going to happen, and then worst case, you can always get a surgery.
Yeah.
But it's like if you can get something else, why not try that too?
Yourself. I mean, this overall isn't more expensive than chiropractor payments and all that other stuff. So, and that's a Band-Aid. It puts you back in alignment, but whatever's wrong takes you right back out of alignment. So you have to keep going. This put me in alignment where the last 2 times I went to my chiropractor, he couldn't do anything for me. There was nothing to fix.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, and the bone to bone is still there. It just doesn't hurt. And I
Nice.
can strength train now too, so
Yeah, very cool.
it
Yeah.
makes a huge difference.
I love every time you're just doing so much more, even doing kicks every now and then.
Yeah, I'm back to training martial arts more. I mean, I've been doing it for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I quit moving a lot of certain ways that I needed to move. I figured out a ways around my weaknesses, and now I can just do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm old, but there's a couple things I won't do anymore just from my age, and it's not safe, but I can physically do it.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So, yeah, amazing changes, and look forward to seeing what's next.